Hey, so I just did a quick little video, but that was hard with my distractions. Yeah, my previous video was number 42 of these live streams. Thus far, I haven't deleted any, nor have any been removed or flagged or anything. So that's the beauty of nobody watching. Um, but I know there's a few of you out there, and I really appreciate it. This has been so helpful for me. I keep saying the same thing basically over and over again, but it's how it is. So, my episode number 42, I was going to be mentioning something about here in the United States, the Title 42 being dropped next month in May. And that's basically like giving a date for open border, at least our southern border. But yeah, it's also strange, people getting so mad about everything, and that's why I've been trying to follow like all sides of media just a little bit, just to see, you know, comparing the outrage, just knowing what it is that triggers these people, I think is a very good defense against the dark arts, if you will. It's like that's one reason I don't think it's good to be fearful of people per se, but we got to be wary. It's funny to me because our car got egged last night, and I remember I had a hard time going to sleep last night, and so I heard these kids shouting. And I think back in the day, what they would have been doing is smashing mailboxes with bats. It's those kinds of behaviors. My grandmother had her mailbox destroyed a dozen times, and um, then she'd get like letters years later. Oh, I feel so bad. I wrecked your mailbox, but I was a stupid kid. Which is kind of funny. I don't think I'm going to be getting any letters that are like, sorry, we egged your car. But I don't care. It was kind of rainy last night. It'll rain today. I'll get the hose out and rinse it off. But yeah, it's important to be aware. And I've been trying to think about this, the 42, my episode 42. What's the answer to the ultimate question? It's 42. And sometimes we just take these answers at face value and we never ask a question and we try and move on. And I think that. What? That's just poop his pants. I'm on a live stream. What are you talking about?
I didn't know you're live streaming outside. Come on, Lucas.
Go.
Then what can I do with your key?
What?
What can I do with your key?
Just go in the house.
I just have
Okay, great. I didn't know Mom was doing that.
It's fine. Just trying something different. But, oh wow. Yeah. This thought train's derailed numerous times. But anyways, yeah, the point is, it's like you go down the YouTube rabbit hole and yeah, maybe something sounds really interesting, or whatever it is that whatever media uh, finds itself in front of you. So it's like we've got to be discerning. We're not just going to listen to some computer's 7 billion year calculation of the ultimate question: what's the meaning of life, the universe, everything? It's 42. Like, I researched that really quick just to see what kind of stuff comes up, and it's angel numbers, and it's all this stuff. I don't know. The joke is good though, because it's like, what? Like, why do people just think they have the ultimate answer? I don't. But the things I do know, the little that I do know, that's what I'm trying to focus on. So, like Thomas Sheridan was saying in a talk I watched this morning, he's like, read the story, don't live it out. So be aware of these things that are happening, but don't become a part of it. And I got that same message from my friend Ramon this week. I was telling him how scared I was to speak up, and I realized, like, yeah, when you realize what triggers these people, when you hear people start to shout and everything, it's like, don't get involved in that. My brother-in-law was freaking out at my daughter's birthday because we've made a decision that he thinks is incorrect, and he's made another decision that he thinks, he asked me about my work. I'm not following basketball because I'm not working there, because I do the jobs that I did without certain requirements that I'm just not willing to do. And so a few weeks ago, I had finally posted on my Facebook this channel, a link to one of those videos, and that's my highest viewed video, because that's the only one that I put out there on my social media. Frankly, I'd been afraid. I'd been afraid of all the bullies. And these are people I believed were friends, and everyone I meet, it shapes me. Unfortunately, the people I had been acquainted with for so many years, I just realized how shallow, our relationships were with each other. And so I take my responsibility for that as well. I don't always support people and their ventures as well as maybe I could have, but I've always had a spirit of wanting to encourage other people's successes. I think that's why I sort of kept myself in a limited capacity when it comes to broadcasting and production. Like, I never took on a producer type role. But I supported the producers in their projects, and supported the talent as best I could, supported my colleagues, and many of them had more physically demanding jobs, more need for technical acuity, but I would always do my best to try and learn how I could support and help those projects. And so I always felt really good about that. But I'm so glad I never took on a production role, because I've realized just how bad a lot of this content that's being created is. And I just don't even tune in anymore. So, read the book, don't become a part of it. We don't have long enough lives to live out all these adventures anyway. I mean, that's the glory of a book, of a story, is you get to have an experience through someone else's experience, and you don't have to actually put yourself at risk. But there's a lot of folks out here trying to pretend like they know exactly what's what, and I just don't know. And luckily I have friends that help call me out on things and help me translate things. And so, yeah, I mean, just my family is really humbling, and it's like, there are no answers, there are no solutions exactly. I feel like it's all an experiment. And I was told back in February I planted some peas because I just wanted to prepare a space and get them in the ground and see how they do. And I was told it was way too early to plant peas. And it's like, I don't care. I'm experimenting anyway. I'm trying to build up soil around here. My yard looks pretty messy, but we have hard clay, alkaline soils. Being at the bottom of an ancient Lake Bonneville, I would be underwater 16,000 years ago, so they say. But yeah, thanks for listening to this jabber, and hopefully I'll get more organized and finish this message later. Thanks.